Good morning, children. Our question was give, given below are the sugar levels of men and women in a city. Compare the sugar levels among them through a histogram. So, the men and women sugar levels are given, and we have to compare their sugar levels through a histogram. So, we have to plot a histogram. So, to plot a histogram, first we have to import our matplot library. So we have imported it. Import matplotlib.pyplot as plt. Plt is the alias name. Then we have the two list, men and women. Men contains the sugar levels of men and woman contains the sugar levels of women. Now I am giving a label for the x-axis, as that is, if this is the histogram, then this is the x-axis and this is y-axis. So here the label sugar range is given and here the number of patients. So in a histogram, each bar represents number of patients. So we have to give a range for each bar. So we know blood sugar levels are always from normal blood sugar level is from 80, start from 80 to 120. So we can create a range from 80. So we have to create a range along the x-axis. Since it is a vertical histogram, we have to divide the x-axis. Along the x-axis, we have bars. So each bar will be on the x-axis like this. So for each bar, we should have some numbers. That partitions are called bins. So we have to give the bin values. So here we are giving the bin value as 80, 100, 125, 150. So the bin values will be 80 to 100, 100 to 125 and 125 to 150. So we can give, it will be 80 starting position, then 100, then 125, then 150. Since values are given, it will be directly given accordingly. Since here two data sets are there, we will have two bars in a particular bin. Two bars will be there in a particular bin. If we have three data sets, then three bars will be there inside a single bin. That is from 80 to 100, there will be three bars. But here two data sets are there. Then from 80 to 100, there will be two bars for each data set. It does not mean that this bar is from here to here, so it will be till 80 to 90. No, but it represents data from 80 to 100 of the first data set, and this represents the data of number of data items in the range of 80 to 100 of the second data set. Now X label to represent the label for X axis, Y label to give the label for Y axis, and there is a title for the graph which is given on the top of the graph, that is blood sugar analysis, and it is given as plt.title. Now we have the function to plot a histogram, it is plt.hist. So hist function can be used to plot a histogram. So plt.hist, inside the function, the first argument is the data set which is to be plotted. So here two lists are there to be plotted. So it is given inside a list, inside square bracket. Then the bins, the partitions. Partitions are 80, 100, 125, 150. There are 4 partitions. It is also given inside square bracket. So each of the list will be represented inside each bin. So each bin will have 2 bars because there are 2 data sets. Each bin will have 2 bars. Then since there are 2 bars, we should provide colors to identify each, which color represents which data set. So here we have given 2 colors to represent each data set. That is, the first color given is red, so it will represent the first data set, that is men. And the second color given is blue, it will represent the second data set. Now since we know that these colors represent these data set, but a person who views our graph should also understand that these 2 colors represent these 2 data set. For that, there is a function called legend. So legend function will tell the viewer that which bar represents which data set. So for that legend, there should be a label. That label is given as an argument inside the hist function. That is, label is equal to men comma woman. That is, each bar, which bar represents men, which bar represents woman. Then plt.show to display the graph. Now this is our graph, and in this graph you can see X label is given, that is sugar range. Y label is given, that is number of patients. Then 80 to 100, the limit 80 to 100 has 2 bars because there are 2 data sets. Then from 100 to 120 also 2 bars because there are 2 data sets. This range does not mean that first bar represents only data till 80 to 90. It does not mean like that. It means that just 2 bars are accompanied. The default size is selected. If we specify the size, we can also specify the size by using rwidth attribute. Here by default they have selected a size. If we had 3 data sets, then in this range 3 bars will be there. Like this, 3 bars will be there in this particular range. Here also 3 bars will be there, here also. Now we have told about the title of the graph. So title of the graph is plotted by plt.title function. Now here we have given labels. In our program we have given label attribute. That label attribute is given for each of the colors. So for red color it represents men, then for blue color for women, and it is displayed. This thing will be shown only if in the program if we specify plt.legend. So this is called the legend of the graph. This legend gives information about the bars in the graph. That is, this bar represents men, this represents woman. Okay, thank you children.